Alright, this is speech number 2. It is based on an article. The article is called Toward a Zero Energy Home, Applying Swiss Building Practices and Attitudes to U.S. Residential Construction. It's a joint study. It's done with Purdue University and the Swiss Technical University. It doesn't name that university in the article. And so basically what this article is about, the two universities did a study comparing how homes are manufactured in the United States and how they're manufactured in Switzerland. So as you move through this article, it states that the project was completed in 2 phases, and they determined construction costs, energy use, and economic payback, which is a huge factor in the end. We go on to look at Energy Star ratings and what they mean. Energy Star is a rating system for our appliances, everything we use that can consume energy in a household. There's also something called a LEED rating system, and that is to gauge the performance of buildings in the United States. The Swiss counterpart to that is called the Menergy system rating. And what that does, it's the same function, but it's in Switzerland, and they're about 20 years ahead of us in energy conservation. Cameraman, if you could come in and zoom in, here's a breakdown of let me get some light on that. This is the breakdown of energy consumption in the United States. And this shows you, the majority of this is petroleum, but this is what, this article is focused on, residential buildings. So they take up 22% of the consumption of all the energy, all the energy usage in the United States. And if you look at the bar graph, it'll show you home heating is a huge portion of that. Water heating is a huge portion. Cooling, and this has to do with, indoor air comfort and just the comfort of living our lifestyle in the United States. In other places, it's not so, we don't use so much. Some points that they make in our article, another thing I wanted to touch on is building styles and how the Swiss are able to build a more energy efficient building using different materials, but it does cost more. The average Swiss home is $600,000. Our average home is $142,000. Our building technique uses timber framing because wood is plentiful to us, not in Switzerland. They use an autoclave brick and foam system, more energy efficient, more costly. They don't have the infrastructure that we do. Here is an average home layout, and that was used to determine to compare the two systems between Switzerland and the United States. Now here is an average R value, which is a heat resistance factor that is required to be a part of an energy program in either country. R value 19, that's what the United States want. Menergy 30, so it's a lot more. Higher cost, more. In conclusion, energy saving techniques are a necessity because the way we use fuel and the things we use to generate our energy, there are finite resources. Once we use up all the coal's gone. Once we use up all the petroleum's gone. Once we use up all the natural gas, it's gone. So they're instituting these energy saving systems now to stave off that final, conclusion that we're heading towards, meaning eventually we're going to have to find alternative energy sources. Thank you. not gonna work.
Do what?